I guess we're being told let's go. Let's do this. So we're gonna go. Where'd we? If I need you guys to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. See got hands good. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Two. Anybody would like to do the invocation? Justin smile. Go for it.
Don't be watching me. Don't be that. Don't have to switch. Prepare yourself for there and what you were, Justin. So anybody need worship, anybody that may be there, thank you for giving us the food that we eat, for the soil that we walk on, the water that we can drink, the fire that keeps us warm, and the people that keep us happy at the end of the day. You know.
Amen. Thank you, sir. All right. As discussed in December, how do we make roundtable less talky and more walky gooey something? We are trying to implement part one of that. The agenda, some short and sweet upcoming events we will roll through. The big rocks we will talk about and discuss and partially do. And then the breakouts, we have Sam Lecron who will be doing the Cubs in the back room. We have Don Parson who will be somewhere talking with the troops and crews. TJ, if he joins us tonight, will be the first time we have a crew here for a breakout session. And then district people, we have Jeremy Schumacher here. Saffron called in, said she can't make it tonight, so Jeremy is going to step in and do something. I don't know what he does at the district level. Those district people don't ever tell us anything. All right. Upcoming events, 13th, 27th, and February 10th is Merit Badge Clinic. We have been told that the 13th might have some bad weather on it. So that one I prepared for Zoom sessions. So if you are currently a Merit Badge counselor and you don't know that this 13th, which is day after tomorrow, is online, then please start getting a hold of Don Parson. January 27th, Susie Mapes is online. She is running the Cubs Marble Tournament on the 27th at 1 o'clock. She still needs troop participation, which is why she moved it from morning to the afternoon. She would like to have some judges to help score the youth at the boards. If Susie was here tonight instead of being online, then I would have handed her all of the marbles tonight, but I guess I will reach out to her tomorrow and make a date so we can get all the marbles over there. January 27th, Sam Luckron's unit of the venturing crew will be doing goal setting and time management at that Merit Badge Clinic. So if you know anybody who's a venturing individual who would like to know how to do goal setting or time management, from 9 in the morning till noon at the Merit Badge Clinic is when it will happen. BSA's birthday is on February 8th. That is when we start seeing everybody wanting to do a blue and gold. Go for it. Have fun. Knock yourself out. And if you need my help, let me know. February 8th is also roundtable. So I think roundtable is going to be birthday themed. We will be over in Swim. So roundtable attendance might be all of 5 people. Easy. February 23rd, 25th is Klondike Derby. Don Parsons is going to be talking about that in his breakout. The territory retreat is the 8th, 9th, and 10th. The 9th is the day that I ask you guys to be available. I'd like to have the unit leaders showing up at Port Townsend Scout Cabin at 10:30 in the morning so that you can hand us your schedule, your plan, and you can participate with the district members to help us make our district do what our district needs to do to make sure that you get your advancements done. That is where those of you that like to say, hey, let's have a Weeblos Re. Let's have a join night at the museum. Let's do something like a lock-in in the movie theater. Bring your ideas to that meeting. That's what that meeting is all about. You are hereby invited. Roundtable in March will be here again in Silverdale, and this time I have an alarm over the building, so hopefully we don't have a cops join roundtable. All right. Committee member nominations. Committee member here is talking about the district committee. So if you know somebody who is good at writing, calling, coloring, yelling, emailing, and you just want them to stop talking to you, send them over here to the committee. March 22nd is when the nominations close, and I will take anybody you would like to nominate. Peninsula's Pinewood Derby on the 23rd. Blaine Peak promises to be back in the neighborhood on the 29th through the 30th for Baloo over at Central Valley Road. Then we will proceed into the territory business meeting. We will then proceed into IOLS on the 5th and 6th, also at Central Valley Road. And then in April, we have Roundtable again, and then scouting for food. This is our territory scouting for food. So therefore, we are currently planning at your local Walmart to have one of your local units say, yes, we will. And you go gather food out in front of Walmart. We would prefer you deliver the food to the food bank, not to the kids that are there. Look, it's our scouting for food adventure. All right. Our announcements. Merit Badge Clinic, January 23rd or 13th, 27th, February 10th. Again, it's on Zoom. Cubs Marble Tournament. Susie Mapes is looking for your help. If you can reach out to Susie, do it in chat here, or you can send her an email. Klondike at Camp Parsons. The registration is now open. It's on Tantaroo. The link is on the screen. I don't have enough screen space to be able to post the link into the chat, so I'm going to have to follow it up with a after roundtable message. And then the 9th through the 10th is the annual planning conference, where again, I only need the unit leader inputs on that 9th at 10 a.m. Okay. Short and sweet.
Okay.
Please step up.
Turn it again. Well, that works too. I am Erin Olson. I am taking over as our Mox Carpo OA chapter advisor, and the chapter is working on putting together an open house, open to everybody that would like to come. It will be February 28th. At the VFW Hall on Central Valley. It's primarily for the troops, but it is just kind of come see what OA is all about, what you can do, and why OA is a thing they want to work towards. So we'll be sending out official information on Facebook and emailing it out to your OA reps to start pushing that. And Cubs are invited as well. If you would like to come and check it out and see some of the fun things you can do when you get to the big kid play area. Please come.
Anybody else remember the Black Lake House?
It's not good.
Got slides.
I know, I know.
Sorry.
Hey, so Keith talked about the January 13th and 27th Merit Badge Clinic Days. Well, it's not just merit badges. If you're a venturing age scout, you can attend the January 13th class on Saturday, and we'll be teaching the project management for crews. And that's going to be online. So if you're not able to physically make it, or you didn't think you were able to physically make it to the Harvard Church in Port Orchard, well, good news. The snow has now made that actually impossible. So we're going to do it on Zoom. So if you're interested, please send an email to the Orca Merit Badge Clinic email, or you can send it to me at BENN, scouting@gmail.com. And I'm Sonia Bennett. And then the 27th, we're going to be doing that goal setting and time management venturing training. Both of these trainings are great, particularly if you have a scout who's going to be doing their Eagle project, or if they're in venturing and doing their Eagle project, or if they're in venturing and doing their Summit Award, or just if you have a scout that just needs some project management, goal setting, and time management skills. So check it out. Would love to have some young people in attendance. Thanks.
Cool. Thank you, Sonia. Okay, Susie put her email address in the chat. So anybody who's looking for Susie's email address, it's in the chat. If you guys will remember back in September and October and November, I reminded you guys that if you were to recharter by the time the goal came around, which was the day before Thanksgiving, to get your units rechartered completed, then you would get a special certificate. It says 1540 on this one. Don Parson, please come forth and receive your return. Your job done before they take. And then I would like to ask for a good turn. Yeah, I get you that favorite island true. Or when you know where. Excellent. Okay. Other units that may still be looking to see their certificates, I will be at swim next time around. But I have with me 4571 out of Paulsboro. Is anybody headed to Paulsboro? No? Okay. Then I also have 4544 out of Silverdale. Anybody gonna be here at Scout Hall? This Scout Hall would be this particular one. All right. Triple nickel. I have your certificates, sir. And swim 1498. I have your certificates. So I will have these with me. Reach out to me, let me know, and I will try to get them delivered to you, preferably before the birthday, so you can do your blue and gold and say, here's my charter certificate, and we're happy. Those are my awards. Anybody in the room that would like to say something before I make all the scouts worried about those? Announcements. Announcements. Fine. Old joke.
It's 2023. Just fix that.
So there are opportunities around with the council. Matter of fact, council is willing to give you a blue and gold placemat if you would like to have color it, puzzle, game, choice names, all kinds of little things for kids to do at a table. If all they're asking for you to do is at least acknowledge that they're alive, and there is a Google link that you can go to. I actually put it into the brief, so I will repost it into here. If you just acknowledge that you would like it, then they are more than happy to get them over to you in time for your blue and gold. So just follow the link, make your request. They will give you placemats that you can let kids color with. Cub Scout resident camp is open for joining. There will be a Weeblos camp also this year on July 25th through 28th. And then those of you who don't know, it's winter time, so winter camp is underway. Mariners Luncheon is ready to go, and Klondike weekends are up for registration. So this is what council has to put out to you guys this week. Yes, this will be in the flyer, so no, I'm not going to require you to sit through it. For those of you that don't know, the Cub Scout program will change on June 1st. Weeblos will be 4th grade only. Arrow Alight will be 5th grade only. What you see up on the screen is what I downloaded as of yesterday, but it's been updated as of November. November 9th. If you're looking for the facts and the updates, I can overload you in this with emails. Or I can post all the files into the chat. That is completely up to you. There's lots of details coming out, but none of it is worthwhile or usable to you at the moment, other than good to know. And here is the thing to take away. Bobcat will no longer be a badge that is earned when a Cub Scout joins. It will become a required adventure. So therefore, there is parts and pieces every year for the kindergarten through 5th grade they will be working on to get their Bobcat adventure for that year. Cub Scout adventures themselves have been modified. They say improved. They have been modified because there's a whole lot of things that we do during summertime that are only done in the summertime. And when you take 2 weeks away from all the kids because of day camp and summer camps and all this other stuff, they never have time to do all those other elective awards. Now they're part of your requirements. Enjoy your adventure. Okay. Other required adventures reflect on the aims and the focus area of BSA, which is to become the youth champion organization of the world. So a number of elective adventures have increased. So now everybody has, I think, 8, which means Lions gain more, which has been a constant complaint. Other than the aerolites being separated, there are some questions about what do we do with our uniform. First year Weeblos can be blue. Here in this territory, first year Weeblos can't be tan. We don't care. Okay?
Go for it. You have to get on the scouts with a standing uniform.
Okay. The next one is there a neckerchief for the Aero Alites? The answer to that is no. They can choose whatever they wish to wear. If you want them to continue to wear the Weeblos neckerchief, congratulations. When can you get this information? The bottom line on the right, scout shops will receive some of this stuff in May. And those of you that have been around scouting know that scout shops will receive this stuff sometime around December next year. So my recommendation is to go to Scout Stuff or scoutshop.org and just keep watching as we get closer to May to see when the books and materials will be there, because of course it will be back ordered. And based on all of the OA books that I've been looking at and all of the other program stuff we've been looking at, they are going to electronic book and not actual paper books. So expect it to be available on your Amazon account before it's available for you to actually buy something tangible. All right. Scout badges of each rate will be specific to that grade level. So will Weeblos have to repeat something as an Aero Light? The intention is no. Also, the intention is that if you are currently doing Aero Light stuff with Weeblos grade people, please stop it. Otherwise, they will be repeating the stuff. Okay. It's nice how they waited till most of the way through the year to tell us that, because we normally start with camping. Okay. Okay. We are working towards character, leadership, outdoor personal fitness, citizenship, safety, family, and reverence. That's what all those different categories are. And Cub Scout Adventures will be new elective Cub Scout Adventures, which is expected to double the number of elective adventures until they actually put out where it is we're doing. I'm not going to believe it. You're right. All right. So as we went through the close of the year, one of the things that you were asked was, how can we make our problems go away? So Ms. Bennett took up one of those challenges, which was your edification. So, so the floor is yours. I can mouse through.
I kind of have, maybe they're gonna have a back to the screen or back
So
to
there's a camera there.
Oh,
There's a
oh, there's a camera over there. Oh. I don't even know if I'm another way. I'm Sonia Bennett. I do training care. And it sounds like we need some training. A little bit about me. That's me at the top of a tall pass. That's 2,868 meters there. Two summers ago, my husband and I backpacked the Hook route in Zermatt from Chamonix, France, into Zermatt, Switzerland, which is about 132 miles. And there's about 46,000 vertical feet of elevation gain and loss. So literally going up and down valleys and hills and passes. So this was a pretty big pass. So we love to backpack. We love doing lots of different things. So pretty passionate about that. So one of the things that I picked up pretty quickly, just attending some roundtables in the past, a few roundtables in the past, and talking to Blaine Pete, our past district training chair, is that our training statistics are kind of all over the map. And so there in that lots of requests and with low roundtable attendance, there was sort of that feeling. So it's like, okay, well, let's see what's really going on. And really, it's we need to be kind of educated here. Like, I want to understand the pulse of the district. I live on Bainbridge Island. I don't have kids in scouting anymore, but I've been involved in the council. Like I was the 2023 Blue Badge Coach Director. I've been in the coach director. I've been in scouting for 13 years. So I wanted to see how I could step it out. So we sent out this training survey, and for those who took the time and we had like 67 people respond. Thank you so much for responding. For those who didn't, I'm sorry, survey's closed. Save it for next year. If you really want to tell me your thoughts and feelings about what's going on in the district, please send me an email, benscouting@gmail.com. That's with 2 N's. Yes, so results of the survey. I know we're trying to keep it snappy here. So for the respondents, you can see we had the majority were troops. So we had over about 56% responded are involved in a troop program. The rest are in Cub Scouts, and we have a little smattering of other folks there. And
Presentation.
it's not-
Like presentation.
okay, oh, we got a clickety click. Okay. How long have you been in scouting? So most of you, about 75%, have been in scouting over 7 years, which is awesome. We have a few folks that have been in less than 1 year, and some about 13% less than 3 years. So we've got a good body of knowledge here. How long have you been in your current scouting role? Well, this is interesting. Even though people have been in scouting for a bit, a majority of you, most have only been in their role less than 3 years. So about 50% of you have been in your role 1 to 3 years. And almost 21% have been in your role less than a year. So that's whatever your role is, you're new to it. That's a great inroad to training. It's gonna get you trained. And so this is a great statistic to start. People, 3/4 of you have knowledge of scout programs, but maybe not so much knowledge of scout. So excellent. Have you completed your position-specific training? 76% of you said yes. And the other people are like, not sure, just YPT, no. So that 25% of you want your number. So we'll get you trained. How do you prefer to complete your training? This one's we got a lot of interesting answers there. About 43% said online's fine. Online modules are great. Fantastic. There's a ton of classes to be taken online on my.scouting.org. Do it. You can take more classes there than you have roles to fill. About 24% of you said, we don't really have a preference. We just want to be trained. 19% said, we like it better in person. So that's going to be the challenging thing, how to be able to deliver in person when our territory is so huge. Go from Port Orchard, south of Port Orchard, all the way to Port Angeles. So that's a big challenge. Have you attended a monthly roundtable meeting? Almost 50% of you said no. And that's really disheartening. Hopefully, if you're attending roundtable for the first time tonight, hooray! That statistic just got a little better. If not, we want to get your people here. So for all of you units that are attending roundtable tonight, get the word out. Really want to make roundtables successful because roundtables are for all of you. They're not for me. I don't have any kids in scouting. They're for you. So we want to improve that statistic. Would you be able to attend a training event that was held on a different day or night of the week? Maybe. So I think I was kind of scratching my head. What did I mean when I wrote this question? Is it Thursday? Thursday's an issue? Yeah, it's probably a Thursday. So maybe we've got folks that have conflicts on Thursday night. Totally get it. School night, lots of stuff going on, lots of sports, meetings. Get that. So would you be more likely to attend if it was closer to your home area? Maybe. Predominantly, yes. Oh, and I think I skipped a slide here. I'm so sorry. No. Okay. The answer, the slide that I was looking for that I cut out was if it was closer to, or if it was a different night or area of the week, it was like a Friday night or a Saturday. But people really liked was Friday night or Saturday. And then closer to your home or area, of course. Why would you drive over an hour to attend something on a weeknight or whatever? So there's some great information that came from that survey. And so some things that I've kind of proposed is, hey, we need to address this regional access barriers. So when my kids were in school, busy with scouts, busy with sports, busy with homework, busy with all sorts of schedules and stuff, working mom, all of that. You get the picture. I probably wasn't going to jump in the car with my kids and drive more than 45 minutes away from my house in the week, or even on the weekend, unless it was a special event. So one of the things that I am considering, and I'm going to work with the training committee on, is kind of doing a regional model where we have a north, mid-peninsula, and south areas where we can focus different training events for those areas, and hopefully spread it out and do things where we do a training that's maybe between the south and mid to attract those folks, maybe another training on the north end, something like that. The north's going to be like on the other side of the canal. Mid's going to be like North Kitsap Peninsula, Bainbridge Island, Holsbo, Huntsville, Kingston. And then south is like everything south of Sushi. And you can see kind of the unit demographics there. We've got a lot of troops in the south end. We've got quite a few troops in the mid-peninsula, and then north has got a little bit of everything, which is interesting. So won't get too into detail on that. Just note that we're trying to tackle this huge regional thing so that it's a bit more equitable from south to north. So regional needs. So to be able to do that, I'm thinking that we're going to need some volunteers in each area, some training volunteers to help us run the training events or run these special events like, Klondike and Scout Marbles and different things like that to be able to carry these things off. So volunteers are super important. And I'll just say it, like, if you want, if there's anybody online tonight or in the room that wants to help on our training committee, put an event on. You're not signing your life away, I promise. But I'd love to get your help and input on being able to put more of these events on in your area, in your region. But I can't do it. I'm not a one-man army. Okay. Centralized training facilities. So we've got lots of great places like Silverdale Lutheran Church, where we are tonight. Fairly centralized. We've got the Scout Cabin up in Port Townsend, and it's actually quite far north. But it's great for that group up there. We've got some other facilities around that are more centralized that we can pull people in. So it's just utilizing those instead of things that are way off in the corners of the universe. And then smart scheduling and calendar rotation. So being able to put things out there so they're not conflicting with other major events or council events and that kind of thing. And we're looking at having things in progression, not just in one region, but in other areas as well. And a roundtable, we really want to get that 40 to 50% reduced down to nothing. We want people coming to roundtable. So there's just some strategies that we can use there. And there's probably other strategies that I haven't identified. But at a minimum, just publicize the breakout topics ahead of time so y'all know what topics. You can get that out there to your units. It's easy to distribute information. You have it ahead of time so that you can get it out to your leaders. Possibly record sessions so that if you can never attend on Thursdays, then maybe you can watch it afterwards, and use other methods of communication to be able to publicize what we're doing. And then make sure that our breakout topics reflect the training requests and needs that y'all are asking for. Okay, training calendar. So I know we have a training calendar that we put all together. Keith's been working to try to publish that in a physical form, physical document. I also would love to schedule yet another meeting, a monthly training committee Zoom meeting, so that we all can get on the same page. I haven't scheduled that yet unless if there's nothing out there already, right? Just the messenger group. Okay, so we do have a Facebook messenger group right now, but nothing formal. So that's coming. So again, just better communication. And lastly, I would love to get the youth involved in our trainings. Oh my gosh. So, young people are so much faster at learning stuff. Like, they just learn stuff in a flash, whereas we have to sit there for a week to get the same amount of material that they can pick up in a day. And then they can deliver it to you too. The youth that I've been involved with, like with NYLT or in units or whatever, they are just so fantastic. And they're willing to take a risk and get out there and teach people to make a difference. And so if you all have some dynamic youth who are interested in leading some trainings, particularly any of the venturing trainings, den chief trainings, big on demand, any of these things, please reach out to me. I would love to kind of get some things going with them. But it's fantastic because when they learn how to teach, they're also learning. So it's a great positive feedback loop there. And then last but not least, the most requested training. Hey, it was amazing. Like 25% of everyone who responded said they need basic CPR and first aid. So that's like I know I have to get mine renewed as well. So we're going to try to get some basic CPR first aid classes out there. If anyone knows of any amazing dynamic, CPR first aid trainers, please let me know. I'd love to connect with them, see how much they cost and how much, how we can put that together. Another one, 24% of you said we need wilderness first aid. Again, don't we have wilderness first aid on the calendar later this year? Do we have a date for that? Do you remember?
April.
4 Thursdays in April. Tom
Tom
Bogach. Okay.
I-16.
Okay. So we have a wilderness first aid class. Tom Bogan's teaching in April. So sign up for that if that's important to you. Also, people wanted camping skills and outdoor basics. We could totally do that. Roundtables, hey, or we could come to you as a unit. Position specific basic training. Now, this thing that I need to say on this is that you should, for your role, you should complete all the position specific training that you can online. Okay. If you have an access issue with that, then please connect with us and we'll figure something out. If there's something that you need for your position specific training to earn your little patch that is not online, please connect with us. Okay. But if you're wanting something that's more like I did all the training and I still have no clue what I'm doing as a den leader, come to Roundtable, right? We'll come up with some great training topics to help you feel a little bit more confident about what you're doing. And then den chief training. 9% of you said, hey, we need some den chief training. I think they just had some den chief training up in Kingston not too long ago. But this would be something that would be a great youth course or course to be taught by a youth for sure. Then safety trainings like weather hazards, climb on safety or climb on safely, a lot of those classes. So we'll have to see what we can do on that one. And
No.
So some of the things that I have takeaway that wasn't part of your surveys, basic CPR first aid,
Yeah,
how to give the training for basic CPR first aid, how to reach out to bring them to us to get the training for CPR first aid is the questions for me. ILST was specific for crews and troops
Uh-huh,
was how do I do ILST?
uh-huh,
Or even how do I do IMS at the
Okay.
troop level?
yeah,
So the leaders were looking for how do we as leaders learn the skills that's necessary to perform these trainings?
okay.
So it wasn't just I needed like ILST, it was
It was like,
how would I do?
I want to learn how to do this.
Yes,
Yeah.
which tells me they might want to join the training teams.
Oh
They
my
go,
gosh.
put it on. No better way to do it. than
Wow,
practice
you
it.
get trained and then you can train others. I think I was talking to or emailing back and forth with John Strand, and his idea was, hey, why don't we have somebody who's interested in learning ILST, for example, go to a troop that's teaching ILST and learn what they're doing, and then they can take it back to their unit. So that's an idea as well. So if anyone out there is already doing ILST or ILSC or any of those, ILSS, I'd love to know who and if they would be able to invite some guests in to observe. So. Would you have to- Okay.
and then, hey, we've got 2024 program changes. Wow, merit badges and Cub Scouts. So we'll definitely be covering that. And here we go. Great, thanks. Thanks again for people who took the survey. We had some kudos there. I love it. Thank you for the kudos. If you, on the survey, I don't want to forget some folks, were really good about leaving me their names and contact information, so that I can contact them. I haven't followed up with them yet. I'm super sorry. Like this whole fall and holiday season just totally got away from me. So that's something on my to-do list. I will be reaching out to. I have not lost that information. If you're interested in joining our training committee or have any other thoughts, feedback, ideas, anything like that, please email me. And that's it. Oh,
All right, so we have the speakers actually working tonight. So does anybody online would like to ask questions? The floor is yours before we go into the breakout rooms. Okay, then I will turn on. Do I have a venturing breakout tonight? Let's see TJ online.
I'm working changes.
Okay, so I am not going to do.
Right, well, he's gonna be online.
He was going to be online. All right, so I will leave them as they are, but I'm going to open up the breakout rooms. You guys can go home from the end of your session. Don Parson, you're going to be on that phone then? Sure. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where you want to be. You want to be over here? Fine.
I'm just gonna stop right here.
Okay, we are opening up the breakout rooms. Da-da-da. Choose your own adventure.